Hi, my name is Terry Lee, and this is video 2 in our series on how to make sunflower or sunny. And in video 1 we covered, well, it was an intro to the project, the specific supplies that you're going to need, general supplies you're going to need, and a quick little flip through. And I'll do that again. This opens like this, and then like this, and then like this. And some notebooks and stuff in it. For a more full little flip through, go ahead and watch part 1. The link will be below if you click on the link that says more underneath the description. Okay, so this is what we're going to make. Now in this video we're going to talk about how you construct this project. Now I like to start out with templates on a piece of paper just to make sure, and I don't use up manila folders, but I will say I've filmed this like 3 times, having some difficulty with my cameras, and I'm definitely running through some manila folders. Anyway, so it looks more complicated than it is. Let me show you here. You're going to need your 3 manila file folders. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, we have a bonus. I only need 3 file folders, and we're going to the basic construction is that you have one open. Now we're going to cut the tabs off, so don't worry about that. You're going to have one open, and then you're going to put another one. You're going to open another one and put it. So basically the left side of this one is going to go on the right side of that one, and then the exact opposite, the right side of this one is going to go on the left side of this one. Just don't have that much room, and it opens out pretty far. And we're also going to cut them down to 8 by 8. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we need to cut them. Please let the camera be working. Alright, so we want them to be 8 inches wide, Oops, I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Okay, 8 inches wide, she says again, and 8 inches high. 8 by 8. You're probably just seeing the top of my head. I apologize. 8 by 8. That didn't sound right at all, did it? I need to check my blade again. Okay, and this is how you overcome adversity. 8 by 8. I'm not filming this again, you guys. I'm just telling you right now, either this works or we're not doing this project. 8 by 8. And 8 by 8. Now this means you're going to be cutting down your papers as well. So you want to keep your leftovers, especially with your papers. I don't know what the deal is with my cutting. It could be because it's at 4:30 in the morning. Maybe that's it. Maybe I should not film at 4:30 in the morning. Okay, there we go. Wow, wait till the next video when we get to the papers. Maybe I will definitely drink some more coffee and wait to do that. I'm trying to stay within the area that I know you can see, which is always helpful. So now we've got the 8 by 8. We've got 3 of them. So it's probably easier to see now. So they overlap. one like this. It's time for the paperclip queen. Oops, that one's that one's a dud. I hope you like my hand warmers. I have to keep them on or my hands get really, really cold. Just once you get your hands warm, if you just keep your wrists warm, then your hands stay warm. Kind of odd. Now when we clip them together like this, you don't want to, since you're folding this over and then you're folding this in, you don't want to have everything butted right up against the fold, because otherwise it'll be too much and it won't fold right. So you're going to want to have it out about 1/8 of an inch. So when you overlap, you want to bring it back about 1/8 of an inch on either side. That's why you're not going to cut your papers to 8 by 8 right now. So don't jump ahead. And then this one will open and we'll put it on this side. Okay, move it out about 1/8 of an inch. That might be a little wide, but I'll move it when we glue. Yay, there's gluing involved. Lots of glue. Okay. So, now, this is something that I like to do. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it helps me keep track since this is so very wide and there are several things going on. We're going to make the pockets on the ends. So you have to remember that when we go to glue, you don't want to glue this here or you're going to glue your pocket shut. So we have to remember to only glue on 3 sides. And then when you fold this in and this in, that makes this the cover. So I'm going to write cover. Alright, and that makes this the back. And this just helps when you're putting your papers on, when you're deciding what you want to put where. Okay, then we're also, because you know how I am, kind of crazy, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to flip it over, and then 5, 6, even though it's the back, we're going to label it 7, or number it, I mean, and then all the way over here for number 8. You'll see why in a minute. Well, not in a minute. You'll see why in the next video. Okay, so now we need to glue this together and we need to make sure to keep our pockets. So the easiest way to do this is to just unpaper clip one side at a time. Oh, goodbye paper clips. And then fold this back. Now remember, this is going to be your pocket. Okay? So you only want to glue these 3 sides. Let me see if I probably should have filled this first. Kind of gooped up. I almost forgot what I was doing. That's what I get for getting sidetracked playing with the glue. Remember, you don't want to go all the way over. You want to leave your little bit for your fold, so you've got enough room. And then you go back up here and then you stop. And I wouldn't go all the way to the very end because you're going to want to be able to pull it apart a little bit, or you're not really going to be able to do anything. Then you're just going to fold it back. Very easy. Okay, and line it up. This Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac, they're actually I believe the same. Depends on where you live as to what they're called. Gives you a little bit of time to kind of be able to smoosh it around a little bit. Okay? So now we're halfway done. Do you feel like you're halfway done? I feel like I'm halfway done. For the 4th time. I have lots of little folders. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to glue this on 3 sides. We're going to leave room. I'm going to come back around here. I'm going to stop. I'm going to hit the brakes. And I cannot see this morning. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to fold this back. Well, hi, Oz. My dog, Oz, is standing down here. I think he thinks it's breakfast time, but it's not. He still has to wait. Okay. And line this up. You can see where I had my little bit of a cutting difficulties and I had to redo it. But we're going to put papers on these, so if you're up just a smidge, then you should be able to cover up your sins. Okay, so we've got this all glued. Look at that. It looks like it already. Look what you just did. You did it. Okay, so now you've got your pockets. Get your pockets. Oops. Try to wait till your glue dries to play with your pockets. So what I want to do, or what I'm going to do, and I recommend that you do as well, is your pockets are going to be here, and you're going to want to cut out a thumb hole, but, or a thumb grab, which is like a half a circle, but you don't really want to do that till the paper's on it. But if you are smart, and I know you are, you're going to draw lightly with a pencil, or really bad, and then you're going to go pocket. So you remember where it is when you're lining your papers up. Okay, and then we're going to draw the little representation of the thumb thingy. We're going to go pocket. You don't want to write it in pen, and you don't want to write it all the way to the edge, because you are going to see in the pocket a little bit. In fact, I might have written that one a little too close. Okay, so we've got our pockets. We've got it numbered. We've got everything glued. And let me double check. Mark the pockets, glue the folders. Oh, and then the last thing that you want to do is you want to, I'm making a change in my notes here because we don't have 8x8. Is before you go anywhere else, you're going to be picking out your papers, right, to put on this. Now, on this one, the reason that this works so well is that the patterns, most of them, can be upside down or the other, right side up, upside down, horizontal or vertical. Now, when you look at this, most of this is going to be printed horizontally paper. Now, I just used, these were actually printed this color. That's not just me, inking up all the way around. So you want to think about that when you're looking at it. Do you want to have to turn a vertical pattern this way, or do you just want to use a horizontal pattern and cut it out? Alright, so you want to think about that. Remember, we're going to go over this more in the next one, but the other thing you want to think about is what kind of style do you want it to have? Do you want it to be, lacy, or is it going to be punk, or steampunk is what I was trying to say, or what? So you want to get your materials together that reflect that. What do you want it to look like as far as there's a style, like okay, I'm giving it to Aunt Martha. And then what do you want it to look like? Do you want it to have a lot of pockets? Do you want to add a lot of notebooks? Do you, whatever, just think about what you want to do, and then what are you going to use it for? Is it going to be a big birthday card for somebody? Is it going to be more like a book or a notebook, like I was saying? So those 3 questions are kind of intertwined, and they kind of almost are the same thing, but you really kind of need to think about that same question kind of in those 3 different ways. Alright, well, that's it for this video. You've got it all put together. Look at you go. So proud of you. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be just a minute for you and a day for me. Bye bye.